Alright, April, we're back with Ffyona, and we're going to start her on the off-leash. So for everybody at home, the way we kind of know to start with the off-leash is if we've got the dog heeling really good on the leash, and it really doesn't have to be perfect, because I want you guys to remember heel takes a long time for really to have one that will really heel reliably. And then the other thing is that if we can use a collar to get the dog down, if we can do those things, then we'll start the off-leash. And I want you to remember that once we do the off-leash, everything is the same. We're still having the pager in the same place. We're still having the nick in the same place. And the bigger picture that you're thinking about when you're starting the off-leash is we're reverting back to being able to make the dog come to us. So if it starts to go away, we're falling back on that behavior of being able to make the dog come to us. So if you guys remember, Fiona's the one that kind of lays with her body this way, but good girl, good girl. No. Good. So remember, once you can get them to down, no, down, you have to be able to make them down with the collar before you can start the off-leash. That way when you're doing the off-leash in the beginning, you're going to do a little bit and then regain control of the dog by making them go down. So the way we do it is we're going to do a little pattern, and you don't want to walk along in squiggly lines. The way we're doing it, remember, we're not doing all these left turn, right turn, is you're just going up and back, and you're going to turn at a certain place. You could use cones if you had to at home, if you had any. We had them. I think I told you guys they chewed them up. That was right after they chewed up our long line, so we have to adapt. But you're going to turn, and then you're going to repeat the same behavior off the leash. So let's just kind of run through that. Ffyona, heel. Good girl. Heel. Down. Is that sound box way over there? Oh, you've got it on? Okay. Alright, so the way we do it a lot of times, we kind of unhook the leash as you're walking, but you have to be fairly precise about it. Ffyona, heel. Heel. What a good girl. She's such a good girl. Heel. Down. Wonderful. Ffyona, heel. Good girl. Down. No. Down. Good girl. Good girl. And April, that's her grandma right there. And that's her aunt, the big one. Ffyona, heel. Down. All right, remember, so no paw up off the ground. No. All right, guys, so that's how you're going to start the off-leash. You really have to realize to the dog it isn't that much different. And a lot of times in the beginning, I mean, you're certainly holding your hands as though the leash is still there, and holding the leash in your hand down, kind of keeps up with the illusion. Ffyona, heel. Down. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Ffyona, heel. Good girl. No. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Down. The other really, really important thing that I'm doing, you guys, is I'm keeping up that little mantra the whole time we're going. Good, 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 good. Now, if she started to go away, I could use the name to make her come back to me. So, the little mantra of good, 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 wonderful, wonderful. is defining the behavior. Remember, I always say this, you guys, robots could train dogs better than us. If the robot was programmed, if the dog, deviated from the position, and as long as the dog was in the position, the robot would be saying, well, I told you I was inventing the Kelly bot, you guys, right? That's not until 2025, so stay tuned. See you, April.